Batrider, that's all.
No, absolutely. And I like this so far because they are expecting, obviously, Leostyle to take the bat mid. They've given the tangos over to Matu. They're going to try and put the Abaddon mid against the bat, as he's fully prepared with one straight up completed. We're going to see Thunder Predator try for a first blood here. They'll start heading up to the high ground of Secret. Won't quite be able to get the jump, and now with the tag team, YapzOr ready to turn. They're over the MoOz, and Secret, they'll be the ones to play first blood for Zai. So it's scary trying to fight.
Thunder Predator, they knew someone was up the hill on the high ground because the smoke broke on the Earth Spirit, and yeah, he pays with his life. It's kind of hard to fight into Tusk. Like Tusk with the tag team, it's just so much damage, 3-4 heroes hitting you.
Unless, yeah, like Leostyle, I think they're already going to swap things up. They're going to put Minos over towards different lanes. And Leostyle, he doesn't want to play into this mid lane. It's going to be pretty much impossible for him to you know, shut down Matu. Matu with the full wand and as an Abaddon with the Aphotic Shield, you can't play the bat for that matchup. You want to try and get him somewhere where he's going to be able to have the potential to threaten the enemy core. So they'll put him down bottom, which will put him in that Zai matchup. We'll see if Secret respond to this and switch things around.
They have the tools.
Yeah.
You know, they have heroes to swap things around. Batrider with the shared tangos on the bottom lane. Needs to bring some extra regen. He has a bottle, but definitely needs to bring some extra. Abaddon on the mid lane doesn't care too much about the life, so we're gonna see like the trade. But I feel Abaddon, I don't remember seeing this matchup mid for a reason, because it almost never happens. But I feel Abaddon should have a bit of a, you know, easier time. That Curse of Avernus, extra slow, extra attack speed, and then the silence on the lifesteal. You just don't have a long lane enough to be able to, you know, utilize the Abaddon. And now they're swapping things around already. Zai walking to the mid lane, like this is a free lane for Zai. Abaddon goes to the bottom, free lane for Abaddon.
They really want to get the Abaddon against this bat. Leostyle, of course, is going to be walking back over towards mid. We are definitely going to see some musical lanes continue here. Both teams fight to get the matchups that they want.
Remember, this is a position 5 Tide Hunter, because he had way too many like counters, potentially, that Versal plays 1 versus 1 against him, then he gets just completely dumpstered by the Timber. They keep swapping. I think this favors Team Secret a bit more. They still have Nisha on the top lane, free farming on this Mars. Like, the biggest winner is MJZ on the Tide Hunter. I was like, guys, I did not want to move.
Nah, he's just going to say this.
He's like, yeah, I'll take the XP, I'll take some CS.
Leostyle, he's going to find YapzOr here in the jungle. YapzOr trying to do his best to just sort of waste further time with Leostyle. Leostyle's trying to get in between these lanes.
Are you okay in the old chat? And that's a good voice line.
Is under attack.
How's mid doing? What a time to be alive. You know, we waited more than a year for a DotA land, and then we get Abaddon versus Lifestealer mid. What?
What?
What's indeed?
As bottom lane. Leostyle, he's moved away from the Abaddon. Are we going to see the Abaddon move again? We are. We are indeed. Matu, he's following that bat. He's not letting Leo have the lane that Leo wants. And Leo, as soon as that Matu turns back down on the bottom lane, he's already making his way back over the mid. I don't know when we're going to see these musical lanes come to an end.
They need to stop eventually. Like MATUMBAMAN, he's not CSing, he's using only the M key, move to the certain hero, just follow that Batrider pretty much. Now they're swapping again.
Well, Leo back over the mid. See how long it takes for Matu to move back over it. Or if Matu will finally concede to the movements of Leostyle. No, he's going there. He's going there. He's not going to let Leo win this one. Matu is not leaving the battle alone.
Maybe there are some rules that we like didn't read before it. Like if you swap the lanes first 10 times, like you just win.
Well, like one of those sort of obscure chess moves.
First
you know,
you know,
the game is over.
Game's over.
Matu's mid, and Leo, he's I'm out. Back to bottom. Back to the bottom he goes. Down bottom. They have got the catch onto MJZ. See if Zai and YapzOr have the damage.
Dead to me.
One more whirling death, and Zai will be able to finish off the job. Same time up top, MoOz, Nisha and Puppey. That found him. Kills on both of the side lanes for Secret.
I feel Thunder Predator just overcomplicated things for them.
And here we go again.
With the draft. Yeah, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Eventually, you have to stop MNZ.
And here we go again. Leo's out. Back over the mid. He doesn't want to be near Matu.
What if you lose movement speed if you like move too much? Because the hero is gonna get tired.
I mean, Matu's going back over there. This literally is never going to stop. This is going to be never ending.
I remember one game when Eternal Envy played, they kept swapping for like 10 minutes. Like he just wanted to have a better matchup for him. Of course, in the end, they lost the game, but didn't matter. It was fun to watch. Puppey getting caught in the top lane.
Peace.
We'll be able to catch him. Going a bit deep. Try to come around the creep wave. And maybe it's come to an end now. Back to the life stealer against the Abaddon. See if Matum and Zai do make the moves. It's Leostyle and JZ, Thunder Predator. They're finally 5 minutes in. Got the lane that they wanted. Is it gonna stay like this, or are we gonna see Secret swap again?
Good.
I think it's time to stop. Like
when it's time to stop, it's time to stop.
Zai 6-7 sticking up home charges, needs to be careful. Now want to go in. Leostyle doesn't have too much region. Does not have mana for Firefly.
I'm rolling 10 stacks.
I told you, he's losing the move speed. Like he's moving at the 200 move speed because he went to the mid and back multiple times. Tries to use the hook. Misses.
Oh, Essential helping out there with the 3-man stun. All right, the neutrals. A bit of a helping hand there for Thunder Predator. Zai is going to go for the TP out, but MoOz is actually able to get in and stop it. So now Zai dead and without a TP to return to a lane.
They're still not done. Matu, once again, back to the bottom lane. He also has 3 points in Curse of Avernus.
See mid, low, rank, coming in with the setup onto YapzOr. Minos not quite able to close the gap and start getting that slow going. Put pressure up the tier 1 mid, TP over from Martino's going to take a long time over Nisha. Frank trying to pop the strap to hold the back. Tempting to get out of this, but YapzOr be able to trap him off with the shards. Kill off Frank.
So far, the highlight of this game for me was that Centaur triple stunning Team Secret, I gotta say. Because people are just swapping things around. A lot of pressure on the tier 1 tower in the mid. They have a catapult, Leostyle with the double damage. Rina dropping.
Score point for the mid, Nisha. Now moves rolling to the side. Get over towards Leostyle, kick him out, trying to protect him. Leostyle, Firefly going. They do get a very early tier 1 mid with all the movements around.
They get it, but it gets denied. So, yeah, it still opens up the map. But you don't get the gold for it. Matu still on the bottom lane. Tidehunter, high level. You know, I've been talking about how he's the biggest winner, level 5, 7 minutes in as a position 5. Not too bad.
Yeah, kind of hard for them to go on. Tanky already, MJZ. 3 points of Anchor Smash, of course, always going to be very nice against a lineup with 4 melee heroes. Side of the burst, with a solid shot of surviving. The top lane really been the lane that we haven't really looked at too much. It's kind of been the most static. Frank's been up here, farming away. Nice and safe, level 6. We'll have that move ready with the Nature's Wrath. Sees an opportunity. Leostyle is going to start working on his bots in the mid lane. So with the tier 1 taken down from Secret's half, he's going to feel very secure doing it. There's not going to be really any chance of Secret catching him by surprise.
I think we're done with swapping, and now we can start playing some DotA.
Yeah.
Like, it's been done. Everyone had their own fun. Now let's see what happens. Tidehunter, not level 6 yet. Zai has a read. That could cut down the easily.
The setup. Going on to MJZ. Can they burst it? Mass TP's coming in. They can't. They've got to back off now. Secret moves. Comes in with a counterplay. Starting things off with the slow onto Nisha. Shields out from Matu. Nisha is going to be able to run. Leostyle can't quite close in on this. Of course, not quite having that level 6 yet on the back. Just a creep away from it.
Smoke. They still need at level 6. Zai playing very aggressive on the top lane, trying to zone out the Frank. Last time Frank played Nexus Prophet, he was the tank with that max 5 Crimson Guard type of a build. This time around going for more of a damage oriented, which I really like. You know, the silence, a lot of value, especially against the Abaddon and Tusk on top of that. Not a big fan of Life Stealer going for the mastery, I gotta say.
Zai, for a TP out, MoOz and Leostyle. Quickly cancel that, turn and run him down, they'll be able to get the kill. Zai falls. Yeah, we did see this Battle Fury Lifestealer before.
He played it against PSG LGD
Yep.
when they won that game. It was a game that didn't really matter, but still I feel Battle Fury, you know, is not the best choice. If you get something like an armlet, Team Secret doesn't have any kind of burst damage, so you can always pretty much armor toggle. And you're playing into full melee heroes. Just Battle Fury.
I mean, full man, that's the cleave paying off then, you know? 4 melee heroes in a fight.
Oh yeah, you use Flame Break, push them all to one side, then cleave with the Lifestealer.
Yeah, it can work. Top lane. Let's get his way out of this. The arena drop down move. He's going to roll in. Gets the next up. Nisha Frank getting low. He's not going to be able to escape this. The arena trapping him, taking him out. MoOz. He'll TP away though. No, there's no further TP cancel between the two of Secret. On the bottom side, looking towards MJZ. Look, MMZ coming over. That's the ready if they want to pop it. Sound MJZ. MoOz looking towards Matu. The bottom time's out. Matu able to commit, take out the tide.
That was such nice done by YapzOr. He pre-cast the snowball in case Tidehunter wants to use the Ravage, and then he can save the MATUMBAMAN. They get out. Still gonna get the kill, but Tidehunter realized, you know, I'm not gonna get too much out of this anyway, especially if he dodges, it's gonna be a waste. I'll just keep it.
See Matu's I build again, second time today, going for the Midas. So that excellent item on the Aban to accelerate the levels. Of course, you benefit from that attack speed with the passive. And of course, he sees MoOz going for the Battle Fury. He knows this is going to be a bit of a farm game, so he's got to have his own sort of item to allow him to scale up as well.
Lifestealer's playing into 4 melee heroes. He's also having 3 points in Gold Frenzy, just for some extra slow, which I really like. Like you can see Abaddon right now, he can't really trade. You talk about that hand of Midas, other teams are probably going to be, well man, Team Secret, they're doing it there, but hand of Midas, they're going to start a trend.
No, absolutely. Every team's carry is going to be like, guys, I want to buy Midas. If Matu's doing it, I'm going to do it, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more. I'm worried about people in the front. Look at the backup. Reach comes in, MJZ with a lovely call-out Ravage. The Magnetize going out as well from MoOz. And bears it down, coming out to Secret. YapzOr guys both getting low. Leostyle on top of the two of them with the Firefly. He'll get the double kill. Look to knock back Nisha with the flame break. He's going to chase up forward. Get the grab onto Nisha. He can. Dragging back the MoOz. They'll be able to set up for a third kill. MoOz turning up as well. As Nisha will put the one charges. Try and push them back for the Ghost Repeat, but the slow of the Ghoul Frenzy, it's too much. Can't run. Thunder Predator. They'll turn that attempt around. But from Secret, MJZ, beautiful Ravage. And the backup, of course, is there. It's Thunder Predator. They'll always be in to back one another up.
Yeah, great Ravage, nice follow-up from the Earth Spirit, the 4-man Magnetize, a lot of overtime damage, Batrider shows up. I gotta say, I'm a bit worried for Team Secret in this game. Like, they have no real answer for Stealer, like they have no abilities that go through magic immunity other than Boulder Sponge. And YapzOr, you know, he realizes that, had a great success in the previous game with the kick. I'll get the Aghanim Scepter, you know, deal with the rest. I'm gonna kick Lifestealer out.
See what sort of items Matu's going to get after this Midas. As you said, definitely and not as sort of a clear route to victory for Secret's lineup compared to what they had in game 1, where they had Matu farming away on the Monkey King. That is a little bit different. It's a batting carry.
Also a bit limited on the tower damage for Team Secret. Like they need to play with the catapult, enchanters possibly getting a creep. Timbersaw can tank the damage, but right now they can't just, you know, group around and start hitting on the towers.
I think already someone's been yeah, he's ready to follow the footsteps of Matu. You see MoOz? You like this one on the Earth Spirit?
Oh yeah. Great success from the last game. He's like, you know, they don't have tower damage, what I just talked about. They're gonna be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
Why don't I just get the Midas?
Let's get the Midas.
So if you see someone else going for Midas,
then it's you've been given the all clear. It's like, right, Midases are in play, I'm going to get my own.
No, but this could also save for Team Secret. You know, they're getting their Midases. What do we do? Like, we're going to respond with our own.
I see, there may be more to come out. When we get to see what Leo is doing up after the box, he might want to go for the green as well.
Let the sharks have my
Bottom lane,
flesh.
MJZ will be found. Leostyle trying to see if they can get something going on the top lane, but Zai's here with the backup. Bit of a spooky place for MoOz to be. Battle Fury is now done on the Lifestealer.
It's a 14-minute Battle Fury with the phase boots. Great timing. Lifestealer, you know, he is going to get farm. Like, this hero will definitely get the farm. He's going into Yasha, next item. I don't think it's, like, needed. I've seen Lifestealer getting the Manta style if he needs to be able to take care of himself, remove any kind of silences. He has, like, one silence, and that's only Curse of Avernus.
Yeah.
If he gets hit 4 times, which is, you know,
I mean,
pretty tough to get.
SMY is just going to be the straight up iron for him.
Got it.
MoOz, he is going to farm fast. I mean, of course, one thing nice about the Cool Frenzy, give you plus 50 attack speed at the max level. Really speeds up the farm. Which, yeah, you benefit massively from the cleave. You see him very quickly ripping through the Ancients. Just a bit of a test ready for Batu on this caravan with the Midas. See if he can keep up with the farmless lifesteal. I think it's going to be hard. He's going for that full sort of the farm build from the Batu and the Midas into the Radiance on himself.
That's kind of a build you need to go for on that.
Come on,
the scale,
sprites.
Abaddon talents are really good top lane. Like 65 damage on level 15, CDR or armor. Level 20, lasso.
Big deep timing. He just goes right under the tower to grab Puppey.
I bring sand.
They get the kill before Zai can do anything about that. TP over not coming in time from the rest of Secret. It's Nisha, so 600 away from the Yules. So finding a setup onto MoOz, I mean, even then, when it is done, it's going to be hard for them to really set up onto the lifestealer. Most of the time, MoOz is going to be able to rage and survive anytime Secret go on him.
It's such a good lifestealer game.
Yeah.
They don't have the real answer for him. Only the kick, the punch. But YapzOr still deciding, maybe I need a Blink Dagger when they decide to go in. I need to be the saving tool. It's not easy to farm with the Tusk. Going in on Frank.
He's got the Sprout. YapzOr has got his way in. Back comes in from MoOz. Frank still alive. Kick from MoOz, getting Frank over to the side. Matu and YapzOr can't finish up the kill. Now the charge comes in from Thunder Predator. Leostyle moving in. MoOz, they get the connection once again onto YapzOr. Matu trying to protect him with the Apollic Shield. Should be enough sustain. Matu.
MoOz is like,
enough.
you were kicking our players last time. I'll show you how to kick my own teammates. Saves Frank there. Nicely done. Matu.
That's got the borrowed time. They can force it out of him. MJZ does have Ravage ready to go if any sort of fight gets brought down here. Of course, still having the outpost as well, Thunder Predators, so they can bring back up in if it kicks on. But Secret go back away. Matu wanting to get the Radiance done before any sort of fight is forced. And he's only about 400 away from Recipe. 17 minutes in, 7-9. Less than 1k gold in it. Secret with a slight lead. In terms of the scanning and the farming, this lifestealer, MoOz, looking pretty terrifying. This quick item timings from him. And obviously, whilst the Radiance will help Matu in terms of farming and fighting the rest of the lineup, it's not going to be an item that the lifestealer will care too much about at all in the team fights.
With the rage, you don't care too much about it, true, but the overtime damage from Abaddon keeps the tank you want to be the one who stays in the team fight for such a long time. Silence, so he can't pop that ulti.
Punish him after. Yeah, they're going to use the lasso, seeing the borrowed time comes out, drag him away from the rest of his teammates, and it's a clean kill there for Thunder Predator. Smart moves as they know any time that the borrowed time's gone off, Leostyle will have no trouble finding the lasso. Under Predator, they're not even done yet. They're looking for YapzOr. He connects some moves. He's in time. Another kill for Thunder Predator as they start to move and get MoOz involved.
Here we go in terms of network. It's pretty even. I'll say that Thunder Predator is in full control of this game. Like, Mars as a hero doesn't really, you know, scale that much. They're catching
Ravage is out. We've got the three of them. MoOz, he's ready to go to work straight over towards Nisha. Nisha's got to go. It's to hold back MoOz side. That's Brown really cuts out with a whirling death. Looking over towards MoOz. MoOz on the man. MoOz has got to be careful now. He's raging, and he's running away. MoOz, another roll of that will separate him from Secret. In fact, he's even made it over towards the safety of his own high ground. Nice move from MoOz, will keep him out of any sort of harm's way. Secret won't be able to find him.
MJZ scouting things out as a Titan Hunter. He also has a Blink Dagger, which was just shown as a position 5. Like, it's still a good timing. YapzOr still very far away from his Blink Dagger. Radiant's done on a Baton. Seems like they want to go in and get the Roche kill. Tag team.
Okay, no Ravage.
Curse of Avernus. They know there's no Ravage, no Lasso, so they're going to use this opportunity.
And they don't do it super focused. The curse obviously does help. But there should be maybe a bit of a window of opportunity for Thunder Predator to at least try and slow Secret down here. ZJZ, they kill his face first. Trying to burn the time out, bring him down as he's going to get on the skill. Come on, won't catch Leostyle. Leostyle, punch him up to take down the back. MoOz is going to look towards Puppey first. Puppey getting ticked down by the Magnetite, but the healing attendants will keep him up. They've lost 3. MoOz out there, he's having a bail. His MoOz is caught out too. Secret, I'll take down the 4 of them. Thunder Predator try and step forward for the fight. Die. And Nisha just able to have the control and the damage there between the 2 of them with the arena and the burst of the timber saw. Thunder Predator couldn't quite fight into that.
Surprised they decided to take that fight. They have no Ravage, no Lasso. You know, fighting into a Baton with the Radiance, so you can't do what you did to Baton last time around. Lasso after the ult, the way you approached, like Team Secret was ready. They placed the Sentry Ward, they placed an Observer Ward in the river to see the approach coming out from the Thunder Predator, and it worked out. They have Aegis on a Baton, going into Manta style. This is the same type of build I've seen from K1, aka Hector, from the Beast Coast. He's the one who played a couple of times the Baton carry in the South America region.
And we're seeing again here that whole fight. I mean, it really was, as you say, Matu just getting a lot of damage done throughout the duration of it all, and pretty much entirely staying within the range of that burn. Now Secret up to the a bit more of a lead, 2k up. Aegis on Matu.
Radiant's
now
middle
a
tower
very,
is under
very
attack.
tricky target to go for.
Lifestealer's annoying, but with only 2 items, he really doesn't deal that
Radiant's
much
middle tower
damage.
has fallen.
You know, once he's 3-4 slotted, you're gonna feel a different Lifestealer. Team Secret smoke.
Dyer's
And over the
bottom
wall,
tower.
Frank.
Not out of BKB yet, so this should be a kill.
He's going to try for the TP out for YapzOr. He's in. No ball over, finishes him off. Matu already starting to push back the rest of them. There's complete space for the
Radiant's top
Secret to
tower
take
is
another
under
tower.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
To get a locked up with Sages.
Dyer's
Look at the side, Leostyle. Get back Nisha. She's going to come in with a self-kill this time by himself sometime, but he's on top of it with the help of MJZ. And brings down Nisha. The arena's out. We'll hold them in there momentarily. Secret, they don't want to try and get in on this though. Underneath the tier 2 and without their Mars, they'll back off.
Nisha used the arena, because it will be back pretty much online when he
Radiant's
respawns,
top
but
tower is under
try
attack.
to set something up if the team wants to take that fight. Lotus Orb, that's gonna be a great value against Earthgrid Silences, Batrider, and also Silence from the Nature's Prophet. Frank, he definitely needs that BKB. They also need to talk about who's going, which items. I see both Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer having AC queued up.
Game's now really going to begin for MoOz. Finally
Lifestealer
has that Midas done.
already
Jasper.
committed with the Hyperstone, so Frank will need to think of something else.
See if they're going to be able to get any sort of dives onto Frank. Yeah, Frank's not messing around. He's elsewhere. MoOz, I mean, yeah, MoOz can pretty much farm wherever he wants. So has to be a bit aware of the interruptions that can be provided by YapzOr. In terms of killing and catching, it doesn't necessarily have to rely on the TP, it's so incredibly speedy between the phase boost, the rage, and the buff of the S and Y.
This is the only spell he pretty much needs to care about.
Yeah.
MATUMBAMAN has that level 15 talent. It's a lot of damage. 65 damage. You have this 8. Just now you can feel more comfortable just going in and hitting that tower. You have a lot of attacks. If you're going into Manta style, you can get rid of some sticky palm charges. You have a Photic Shield. It's not so much about, you know, being able to remove the silences, even though it's a great benefit, especially against an Ace Prophet, because you can still pop the ulti whenever you feel like you need to pop it, instead of just waiting for silence to end. But it's also about the farm, like Radiance, Manta style, and MATUMBAMAN, he's hitting the high ground.
Got to do something about this. They have 20 seconds left on the Aegis. There's a TP from MJZ. He's right underneath the nose of MATUMBAMAN, and he's dead.
White is available. He might need to pop it and try to take it.
Might need to. That deep in under the tower, yeah, Secret, they had no hesitation to just step up and get him off as soon as he appeared.
45 minutes in, Team Secret getting the bear.
MoOz. Yeah, for a bit of the split push. Tier 3 tower actually
Almost done.
yeah, nearly done here by MoOz alone. Secret's starting to back off, but sent back to one of them. YapzOr to try and defend, and it's worked. MoOz,
My sprites
he's
are
now
with us.
heading over back in the creep, retreating.
Team Secret just moving as a unit, together, holding hands, Abaddon ready to use a shield if something happens. They need to be careful about those split pushes. YapzOr, kind of one that needs the TP, possibly like stop the TP rotation from the Lifestealer and then can still take a forward to 4 fight.
Split push is going to get much more deadly once the AC's done. That was very, very close to its completion.
Lifestealer is massive, but they're right now not fighting with him. Could still be with dramatic. Puppey, lasso.
Charge with before anything happens. Ravage comes out from MJZ. He's caught the two. Then over to Nisha, but Nisha's got the BKB good to go. Looks for the catch to send him onto Leostyle. He's got Arena straight for spear. Hitting Leostyle for all. He goes down. Frank's going for the BKB TP out. He'll make it away. YapzOr quite able to get in range in time.
Close. It looked like a good Ravage, only managed to kill Puppey after that, so not really worth it. Puppey once again, super farmed on the Enchantress. More farm than YapzOr, more farm than Earth Spirit with Hand of Midas, who's actually holding a Philosopher's Stone. So Puppey getting a ton of farm. Same item build, Limbercave, Force Staff, push people out of the trouble, push people out of the Sprout. Great against the Lifestealer.
Secret back on with a bit of pressure in the mid whilst Leostyle was out of the game. So yeah, MoOz going to take a little bit of time before he makes his goal back on this one. Maybe they can draw the game out as late as it looks like they intend to plan with these sort of light pickups on the support. All in all, a much closer game than game one. Both the numbers and the potential of both teams' lineups as things go on.
They're respecting this damage coming up from the Lifestealer, a potential Flame Ray, Lasso when they're sieging the high ground. Batrider also found Faded Brooch and has a lens, a lot of movement speed, the cast range going into BKB, which I really like. They have no abilities, once again, other than that Walrus Punch. Leostyle, someone, please help me.
Dire's bottom tower has
It's going to be alright. I mean, again, MoOz has done excellently at just finding this constant sort of side of the map where Secret never is. His farm continues to flow in at an incredible rate. Well on the way towards the patch.
The Paladin Sword, the Dream on the Lifestealer.
Absolutely, yeah, this is
He's gonna go for that tier 3 tower. Try to push it, maybe, you know, save, try to stop Tusk's TP, because Tusk should be the one TPing first and being able to, you know, go for the Lifestealer. Shard does not connect.
And they brought 4 TPs back for this Secret, so MoOz just doing an excellent job at forcing Secret's hands and making sure that Secret, despite having the slight lead, they're having to play the game that Thunder Predator's forcing them to.
This lane, Ward on the bottom, scouting things out. Like, they know Lifestealer will be trying to do the same thing, and they can be ready. They can TP to tier 2 tower on the mid, possibly backstab because they have good vision, but they need the Tusk. He's also going for that Aghanim Scepter once again, which I really like. Understands the threat is coming from the Lifestealer. He will be the one dealing the damage. We need to get rid of it. Like, we don't have enough to kill him, but we can kill the rest, just kite the Lifestealer.
On the side, Leostyle. And he's got to put the BKB, but Matthew's able to find the back out, so jumps over Leostyle. He's helping, he needs you now. The heal comes out from MoOz. Jumps in, jumps out. Keeps Leostyle, finds to move on. MoOz over in the river. They'll tap over the two of them. Matu getting low, he pots the Master. The BKB down from Frank for the back. From Matu, leaving no opportunity for Frank to escape. As Frank goes down, Nisha on the side catches both the two of them, Leostyle and MJZ inside the arena. There's the battle.
That's a 4-man. I'm gonna call it a team wipe, but the Team Secret playing
That's
so
close.
aggressively, you know, not allowing Tidehunter, great spell usage, not allowing him to use the Ravage. Well, Lifestealer, at one point, he's gonna need to take the fight. Right now, just creep skipping, using the Rage. Roshan will respawn in 40 seconds. MATUMBAMAN is just a beast on this Abaddon right now.
Is. We're seeing this fight. These BKBs, they just don't do anything at all when Matu's in, pummeling away, getting the bashes off. MoOz, excellent little attempt there to try and keep Leostyle safe. But the way that Secret split the fight up too. Thunder Predator said they feel like they get a bit of a second win, can go back in on this, but Matu, he's dealing with Frank, and then Nisha just wrapping around from the mid, catches both the Bat and the Tide pair.
A bit late for Ravage. You know, even if he pops it there, there is no follow-up, so it's just better to save it. Roche will respawn right now. Team Secret, they're already there.
They've got the combo. They've obviously got the Ravage after not using it in that last fight. Maybe they could try and do something against Secret.
Bashes on the Lifestealer. Yeah, you can feel the power of the Lifestealer. They're still respecting it. Once MoOz starts putting in some right clicks, they need to be careful. This AC deals ton of damage, especially with the Battle Fury. Also has a Basher.
Big damage coming in from Dido as he cuts across, just destroys the Earth Spirit. And now with the charge into the spear, they've managed to catch out MoOz.
That was such a nice execution there. Like Lifestealer, he's like, I can man up against Abaddon, but with those 4 hits, he gets silent, doesn't have anything to dispel it with. So much damage. No need to Ravage once again. It feels like it's getting out of control. Like Batrider, I am not seeing making any aggressive moves. Frank, so close.
It's really starting to ramp up now. 25 to 11, 10k lead for Secret. Matu, full Abyssal Blade. Seeing it prove incredibly difficult for Thunder Predator to make any sort of moves onto this carrier Abaddon. As this last pick looking pretty perfect for Secret with the way that Matu's been able to play it out.
Thunder Predator took that like one good fight, then kind of threw the game away when they decided to go inside the pit. They lost 4. This is a free Roshan for Team Secret. The damage is just tied with the tag team and turns from Ernest. Now you said it, full Abyssal Blade. He can't be the one controlling the Lifestealer. He doesn't care too much. Has Manta style, but even if they get the Roshan, he can still follow the ulti and shield the other guy. Kind of be the saving tool and the damage. Just love this Abaddon last pick.
We've sort of seen as well with the way that the game's played, and MoOz, he's had to go for sort of this split push because there's just never really been a timing in sort of the last 10 minutes where he can feel strong against the carrier Abaddon. Matu's always going to have the upper hand against him. MoOz chewing up the Divine Rapier. It's needed. They need something big this game to have a chance of turning it. Secret, they're just getting too far ahead right now. They've got to go for something crazy.
That's big. That's how they come back into this game.
Yeah.
You know, he just started working on it, so it's gonna take like at least 3+ minutes to finish it. Team Secret will be ready to go in, maybe get the first set of barracks.
On the counter moves, in the trees.
Getting caught again.
Honestly though, these sort of deaths, this is kind of what you need if you want to buy time for MoOz to get the Rapier. They've got to sort of just throw heroes out, one by one, maybe try and distract Secret from hurrying things up and approaching the high ground. They've got to buy time for MoOz to get the Rapier,
That's
otherwise they're not going to stand a chance at all.
MJZ cutting the creep wave, has a Blink Dagger and the Force Staff. Puppey setting a vision.
Radiant's
They also
bottom
have
barracks are under
Matu
attack.
inside their base. They need to be careful. Sprout around the barracks. Not sure why
Dire's
that's still a
top
thing.
tower
Why are they
is
onto
under
Frank?
attack.
Flashes are there, Frank's gone, just diving in, and now they'll have the chance to go for the Rex here, Secret. MoOz gonna try and pull some of the backside. Puppey there here to try and deal with the two of them. MoOz is trying to get on top of the target, but can't get on top of Zai. Zai just continues to push back MJC.
Nisha and Mine, they're not stopping. They're not even rolling.
They're coming back with a boost. They might get a chance to kill it off Zai. Here's Zai, pop the Lotus. MoOz tries to stay on target, but Zai's away. Zips out, it's in the
Gentlemen,
chain.
they're killing your base. You need to do something about it.
Puppey, he's just in the distraction right now. Keep the three of them prioritized up on the top. They do kill Puppey. As you say that, the bottom lane's gone. Matu and Nisha have taken the mid-tier 3. Zai's creating pure space right now. The Thunder Predator, they're still going for it. You know, they've committed. They want to get him, but it's a lot of time, a lot of space.
Creating space, creating universe, like they got the melee barracks on the mid lane. Like Thunder Predators are making a huge mistake chasing there, only getting, like even if they get a kill on Timber, so it doesn't matter. Like they can still rotate with the Abaddon. He's dropping fairly low, but has that Aegis.
Won't quite be able to get him. MJC trying to take a walk back down the mid lane. Got the vision of the board out. Nisha sees him coming. The setup's there, and MJC's dead.
The one you serve serves another.
MoOz still trying to push on this top lane. This time Secret, they're bringing in a lot to deal with it. MoOz, he's got to get out of here completely and immediately before YapzOr's able to close in, and he will. Heads out. Smartly done. The whole 5-mana Secret was heading his way.
And this game just feels it got out of control so quickly. They decide to go for a hero kill. Like even Earth Spirit, instead of going and try to defend the base, he TPs to an outpost, joins a fight while rest of the team, you know, they had 2 heroes in the base. Finally, AC done on Abaddon. He hits level 25, a body shield HP, so that's 380. I don't think they have a
How do they
spawn.
kill him? Yeah,
I
how
don't
do
think
they
they
kill him?
have anything against him right now. Still, minute and 15 seconds left on Aegis. Oh, lanes in, straight up defeated.
Gotta be careful how close you get to Matu. You get him ranged at a pistol like Leostyle did just there, and you are gone.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Leostyle does have buyback.
Radiant's top
Secret,
tower is under
they're looking to claim that third final set of barracks in. It's done the push up top, there's the buyback from Leostyle.
Radiant's top
Are they
tower
going to be able to stop themselves from being mega? Out the back, Matu's just moving in onto Frank. MoOz, okay, Matu in a bit deeper. Nisha, Puppey coming in with a push. Look at what Puppey on the back line. Puppey will be able to get over the rim. They're trying to do this damage from MJC. Had all 3 of them. And also Puppey at the back. Puppey falls. If they get anything else, MoOz, this is next time he's going to be. He's going to head towards Nisha. But they've lost MJC. MJC with the buyback. Circle over towards MoOz. MoOz able to roll away in time. MoOz, he needs help. He's got the range.
They also lost all the barracks, so they're gonna play against the Mega Creep.
Leostyle,
Nisha jumping in.
he pulled back for this. Leostyle's got to run.
Arena ready, BKB. But there's no way he's getting out of this one.
Now YapzOr's in. That'll be Leostyle dead for 90. Over towards the mid, MoOz and MJC. They're trying to deal with MATUMBAMAN. That's almost impossible. The Aegis will time out, but he still has the
One-man
time.
army with the flamethrower in and around.
Turtle to the side. MoOz is still caught, though. Nisha catches him in the arena. MoOz is down. He's got a buyback. He's going to have to need to use it if they want to try for another fight, but of course that's going to make the Divine Rapier nothing more than a dream with the amount of gold he's going to have to spend to get back in.
Mega Creeps are approaching the base. Abaddon hitting on the tower.
Radiant's middle
Nisha
tower is
with the
under
Aghanim
attack.
Scepter. I love that. Feels like this spell does not belong in DotA, but it does. It's there.
YapzOr's going to be able to keep him outside the basket. Comes in, kicks him out. MoOz trying to step over the wall, but Frank getting back up. They take him down. Massive time over the wall. MoOz comes over with the roll. They'll kick MoOz back into the basket. Yep. So, having a bit of fun here as MoOz gets left outside. GG is called. Secret will take game 2. The series is there.
The Secret, you know, just a bit too strong for Thunder Predator here. You know, they are the final boss that everyone is afraid to face, and they show why. Like their versatility, the way they draft, like this Abaddon last pick was